Hey everyone, welcome to another Mind Power Monday. I hope you're having a great day and had a really wonderful weekend. I am in Eastern Standard Time. I hear a door opening because I'm at Sarah Rochford's house in Ontario. So super happy to be here. She's an amazing host, giving me a place to sleep. I just got back from Camp Plentitude over the weekend, which was absolutely amazing. So much fun, inspiring, uplifting, and my topic today did stem partly from that. But regardless, I hope you had an amazing weekend, whatever it is that you got up to this weekend. I'm Melanie Robinson, and I am, as you know, a real estate investor, just like the rest of you. I'm holding my phone today, so I'm sorry if it jiggles around a little bit. Yeah, I'm a real estate investor just like the rest of you. I've done several different strategies over the years, and let's just say I understand the pains of it. I understand that it's not all rainbows and butterflies. I'm in the trenches with you. I'm working my way through challenges all of the time. You know, I'm human and I face all of the same sort of internal struggles that all of you might be facing. So I'm super passionate about coming on Mondays and supporting you all with the mindset side of things. You know, as I say, week after week, you can learn all of the skills and strategies. You can learn how to crunch your numbers. You can learn how to analyze markets. You can learn how to structure joint venture partnerships and how to raise capital and how to do all of that stuff. You know, there are so many incredible resources, including Corey and Tiffany's Ignited program, for you to learn that. But then what if you don't believe it's possible? What if you have negative self-talk? What if you, you know, today's topic, compare yourself to others? What if the stuff that's going on inside, even though you know how to do all of this, limits you from taking action in some way, has you feeling defeated, feeling discouraged, and not operating at a prime level to be able to actually accomplish what you want. So that's what I come on here. Oh, I see Sarah popped on. That's what I come on here week after week to help you with that part of it, your internal world, your mindset, the dialogue that you have running in your mind that literally dictates the action that you take or don't take in this world of real estate investing to move you closer to your goals. So that's why I come on week after week. I'm a constant work in progress, just like the rest of you. Just because you know this stuff doesn't mean that you live it every moment of your life. What it means is as you learn it and as you listen to it over and over, week after week, when things come your way. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for saying hi. It lets me know that I'm not talking to myself in my phone. You know, if you listen to this stuff week after week, if you start to embody it, you start to embrace it, then you know, when you find yourself in a mindset that isn't supportive, you'll recognize it faster and you'll shift yourself out faster. And the faster we do that, the more we're able to move towards our goals. You know, when we're in a funk, when we're doing whatever it is, when we're saying nasty things to ourselves, when we're you know, when we're limiting ourselves in some way, there is no way for us to be vibrant and energetic and excited and motivated and inspired to go after our goals. We just can't. If we're being nasty to ourselves, if we're limiting ourselves in some way mentally, that limits our success no matter what. So, what am I here to talk to you guys about today? I want to talk to you all about comparing ourselves to others. And I know that I've talked about this before, and I'm going to talk about it again, and I'll probably come on another Monday and talk about it again because I hear it so much. And I really, really want to inspire you guys, trigger something in you to have you stop doing that. So here's the deal. There's always going to be people. Good morning, everyone. I love seeing everyone pop on. There's always going to be someone doing more than you. There's always going to be someone who's more successful than you. There's always going to be someone doing bigger things than you. Always. So if we compare ourselves to other people, what happens, as you all know, I know that we know this, but here's the deal. We have to recognize it when we're doing it and then be willing to do something about it. Be willing to shift our mindset so that we get out of our own way. And I think that's probably the biggest key. But when you compare yourself to other people, you energetically, your vibration goes down. You end up feeling defeated, feeling unmotivated, feeling like giving up, feeling less than, feeling unworthy, feeling incapable. When you're looking at other people and you're thinking that they're doing things that you're not doing, and then you're beating yourself up about it. And interestingly enough, then you're beating yourself up about it, and then that causes you to be in a place where you can't take action, where you're not gonna pick up that phone, send that email, reach out to that person because you're feeling less than. So we've got to stop it, you guys. One of my favorite quotes is that comparison is the thief of joy. 1,000%. Comparison is, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. We are all different. Our goals are different. Our lives are different. Our responsibilities are different. Our resources are different. What we want to achieve out of life is different. What success means to me is different than what success means to you. Literally everything in our lives is different, except that we're real estate investors. And so to compare one's journey to our own, there is really, truly nothing good that can come from it. And I think this wasn't part of what I was going to say, but it's coming to me now, so I'm saying it now. I think the first thing we have to do is commit to ourselves that when we recognize we're doing it, we're going to change it. Because it's one thing to recognize and go, yeah, I get it. Comparing ourselves to others isn't a good idea. But that's not enough. What we actually have to do, myself included, is that when we notice that we're doing it, we have to be willing to stop it. We have to be willing to change it. If we truly want to live this life, the life of our dreams, if we really want to go after our goals, if we really want to achieve our goals, feel good in this moment, feel happy and aligned, be able to create meaningful relationships, being able to sort of vibe at that level that attracts the people into your life that you want to, so you can do the things you want to do. If you really want all that, the first thing we all have to do is commit to, when we're being human and finding ourselves comparing ourselves to other, we have to be willing to stop it. So the first thing I want to say, and I kind of divided it into 3 points, although there probably could be a million, but what I wanted to share today is, and again, none of this is rocket science. We all know this. I know you know this, but it's just bringing it to the forefront of your mind. So the first thing is, we all have to get clear on what we want. What are you wanting to achieve? Not what Bob's wanting, not what Joe's wanting, not what Sam's wanting. What are you wanting? Because one person might want to buy one rental property, whereas somebody else might want to develop a $4 billion resort on its own private island and everything in between. So it's really important to get clear and stay connected with what it is that you want in your life. Thank you guys so much for the heart showers and stuff. I want you to know I see them and they fuel me as I'm talking. So thank you. I appreciate it very much. So the reason, there's many reasons why it's important for you to know what your particular goals are, but one of them is because you have to recognize that your goals are different. And if you're comparing yourself to Bob, who's building a multi-billion-dollar resort on an island and feeling terrible about it, when it's not even what you want in the first place, what a shame to be tormenting yourself and torturing yourself, feeling bad about something that you don't even want in the first place. So it's really important to recognize what you want so that you're not comparing yourselves to people who you don't even want what they want anyways. Yeah, maybe that's amazing. Maybe that's inspiring. Maybe that's, you're awestruck by what they're doing, which is great, but it's probably not what you want. It's probably not what you are working towards. So it's an absolute ridiculous waste of energy always, but in particular, with regards to this, to be comparing ourselves to other people when other people are working towards their own goals. And we each need to be focused on working towards our goals. So that's the first thing I wanted to share is remind you all that we need to be clear on what it is that we're working towards, and we need to remind ourselves of that every single day so that as we see other people on this journey, we can watch what they're doing, we can be inspired with what they're doing, but we don't compare ourselves to them and then feel bad. This is your journey. It's going to take us all a different amount of time. We're all working towards different things. Our lives are all different. And so there's nothing good that can come from it. So that's number one. Number two is when you are looking at what other amazing investors are doing, which again is normal. And we're in these networks where we're seeing what people are doing. People are posting. We might be going to networking events. We might be going to things like I went to, like camp, live events. And hey, Tara, so nice to spend the weekend with you. Anyways, I shouldn't do that because I know it takes me off track. But hi. Oh, they're in Hayes College. Okay, I'm gonna stop reading because you guys know I'm terrible at that. But where was I going with this? So I have to look at my notes there for a minute. Yes. Okay. So we're going to see what other people are doing. And it's fantastic to see what other people are doing. What's not okay is to be comparing yourself and then feeling like crap. That is what's not okay. So when we're looking at our friends and, you know, our colleagues and associates and what they're doing, we have a choice. We either look at them and feel bad about ourselves because we aren't achieving them, beat ourselves up, have negative self-talk, all of those kinds of things, and we feel bad. Or we can look at those people and feel inspired by what they're doing and recognize that if they're doing it, that means that we can do it too. So same situation, we're looking at other people, we're looking at what they're doing because we are going to see it. I mean, it's not realistic to, and nor would I want to put on blinders and not notice what all of my amazing friends are doing in this world of real estate investing. You're going to see it, and it's actually really fun to see it. The only problem is what we do with that information when we bring that information inside. We bring that information inside through what we hear, what we read, and something like that. And it's only how we process it and the meaning that we make of it that makes it good or bad. And so when we're seeing what other people are doing, if we're going inside our own heads and thinking, oh my gosh, you know, I'm never going to be able to do that. I'm never going to be able to achieve success. Everybody else is smarter than me, and there's no way that I'm going to accomplish it. If that's what we're doing, that is no good. That is going to stop you hot in your tracks from being able to achieve what it is that you want to achieve. If, however, I see that very same thing, whether it's a post or in a conversation or whatever it might be, and I go in my mind and I think, wow, is that ever amazing? I wonder how they did that. If they, you know, they're just an average person like me, I wonder how they did that. If they were able to pull that off, I bet you I could pull that off too. Maybe I should talk to them and find out what they did. What are the steps they took? That is a completely different way of looking at it. And it's like I've mentioned lots of times before, there's sort of that, you know, I imagine, I can't do it because I'm holding my phone right now, but I imagine a V in front of me. It's like I've got the option to look this way or that way. This way is, you know, all of the amazingness and inspiring and questions I can ask them. And wow, if it's possible for them, that's proof that it's possible for me. And this way is I'm never going to be able to do what they do. They're better than me. They're smarter than me. I can't do it because of X, Y, and Z and whatever it is. And that's defeating and that feels awful. And I literally control which direction I look. And you literally control which direction you're looking in. So you have a choice. You're part of these communities. You're part of these amazing, we have all these amazing friends who are doing incredible things. How are you going to perceive that in your own mind? Are you going to be inspired and motivated and want to find out how they did what they did because they are living proof that it is in fact possible? Or are you going to allow it to stop you, allow it to have you feeling de-energized, demotivated, bad about yourself, critical of yourself, and therefore you lay on the couch and don't take action because why would you bother anyways? You can't do it. That's the garbage I'm talking about, that we want to recognize when we're doing it and get rid of it and find a way to be inspired. So those are my first 2 points. And then the last one is, and it comes to, so you look at somebody, you think what they're doing is amazing. You realize that, wow, that is actually possible. Real people, little old Melanie or little old, all of these amazing people. I mean, I had an incredible weekend being surrounded by people who are doing huge things that I don't have any desire to do as big of things as they're doing. But you look at them and you go, they're just regular people sitting at camp with me and they've done this. How did they do that? What were the steps they took? Who did they talk to? What are they saying to themselves? What were they saying to themselves when they first started? And really be super curious. But it's all about, I just saw my mom came on. Anyhow, it's all about building those relationships. So that's the last thing. It's like figuring out, what do you want? Not Bob, Joe, Sue, Larry. What do you want? And then how are you going to look at what people are doing and feel inspired instead of feeling defeated? And then go out and build relationships. We can't do this alone. We all know that real estate investing, probably anything in life, but real estate investing for the purposes of this, it can be challenging. It doesn't always go the way we want. We face obstacles, we face challenges, we face defeat, we face, having to raise capital in in 3 seconds. We face partners, having to find partners, or partners pulling away, or not being able to get qualified. There's all sorts of things that can happen that can be really super challenging. We need a community around us. We need to build relationships with people who are doing what we're doing, so we can reach out, lean on people, ask for advice, ask for feedback, recognize we're not alone. I mean, that's one of the biggest things, is recognizing that we're not alone in this. And you got to get out of your shell. You've got to start meeting people, talking to people, Zooming with people, networking, going to events. If you want to, if you want to be able to get through this, you can look at people and be inspired by them. But then if you don't have the conversations and say, hey, how are you doing this? How did you do that? Who did you talk to? Where did you go to learn more about that? Ask them about their experiences. What were the hardest things about it? You can learn so much from your friends. I'm leaning on people every day. I am literally asking people questions all day long, every day, to try to figure out how I'm going to do this. How am I going to structure this? What's my best way to overcome this challenge? And if I don't build relationships, I've got nobody to ask those questions. And then you're feeling alone. Again, you're feeling defeated, and all you're going to do then is be a quiet, silent watcher on social media, seeing what everybody's doing, comparing yourself to other people, and then feeling horrible about what you are not possibly achieving. So comparison, comparison in and of itself maybe isn't a bad thing. Comparison, when it causes you to feel bad about yourself, absolutely is going to stop you from achieving the success you want. Because when you're feeling bad about yourself, you are not going to be in a resourceful state to be able to reach out to people, to be able to ask for advice, to be able to feel inspired. So again, I know that comparing yourself to others, you've heard me talk about it before. I find it so sad when I hear investors, and I've been guilty about it myself. I'm the first to say, you guys, I'm human just like you. But the more clarity you have on what your goals are, if you're wanting to get one rental property because that's going to help you in retirement, that is amazing. And there is nothing, in that where you should feel bad at all, regardless of the fact that people are building multi-billion-dollar, developments. I want you to remember you are living your own unique life. You have this path that you're paving for yourself based on the reality in your life, what you need, what you want, what you have access to right now in time, energy, resources, expertise. And so comparing yourself to other people and allowing yourself to then feel bad about it, it's not going to get us where we want to go. So just to summarize one last time, you got to get clear on what it is that you want and be comfortable with that. Then when you're looking at other people and what they're doing, you want to feel inspired by what they're doing. Don't allow yourself to feel bad about it or compare yourself to them in a negative way. You want to be inspired. Wow, if it's possible for them to do it, that means it's also possible for me to do it. So I need to build a relationship with them and find out how they did what they did. And that is what community is all about. And that is how we have, in our mind, an excited, motivated experience in this world of real estate investing, where we recognize we're not alone. We walk this journey with other amazing people, and we achieve what it is that we're wanting to achieve, whether you're a private lender, whether you're a working partner, whether you're a financial partner, whether you're wanting to acquire one property on your own, or whether you're wanting to develop, billions of dollars in real estate. It doesn't matter what your journey is. What matters is what's going on in your mind and how that makes you feel, because how you feel will dictate the action that you take. It will dictate, and it will also not only dictate the action that you take, but it absolutely has an impact on the response that you get from the people around you. Because when you're feeling happy, inspired, motivated, excited, happy for other people and their success, you are going to attract people who want to be around you. You're going to attract people who are going to want to help you. You're going to attract your community, your team, your peeps that you can rely on in this crazy world. So there you have it. I hope that provides you guys with some thought for over this next week. Really start to pay attention to what you do when you're reading other people's posts, when you're talking about people and you're looking at other people's success. Are you having those experiences inspire you and get you excited about all that is possible in this world of real estate investing? Or are you going inside and for some reason feeling awful about it? And if you're feeling awful about it, you got to follow my advice and change it, stop it, and really surround yourself by other amazing people. So there you have it. Happy Mind Power Monday. I'm in Toronto. I'm going to go do a few things for a capital raise